Humanity used to believe it was in control of the sea, of the land, of the sky. We thought our dominion over the world was absolute, but we were wrong. It all started with an alert, an emergency broadcast that forced the evacuation of every beach on the planet. Something was happening in the oceans, something ancient. Prehistoric creatures, long extinct for millions of years, had returned, alive, ravenous. Megalodon, Dunkleosteus, Mosasaurus. Marine monsters from another era emerged through massive blue holes in the ocean, gateways connecting our world to a lost abyss frozen in time. The attacks came swiftly. Ships sunk, people devoured, ecosystems collapsing. The ocean no longer belongs to us. But that was only the beginning. Not long after, the holes stopped being exclusive to the sea. They began appearing on land. Caves, fissures, openings in cities, forests, deserts, and from them, more came. Creatures that should be long dead invaded our habitat. Some were aggressive, others victims of our greed, like the mammoths hunted down for their ivory. Back in the oceans, a new titan emerged, Leviathan, a beast that seemed to hunt even the mighty Megalodon. For a brief moment, humanity thought we had an ally, but even the most powerful allies have instincts of their own. Then came the skies. The Quetzalcoatlus, a colossal pterosaur, soared over cities like a living omen, a predator from above that attacked livestock, pets, even children, plunging the world into chaos. Tragedy reached every corner of the planet. Nowhere was safe. In the face of this apocalypse, world governments formed an organization, GPAC. Their mission: contain and study these creatures, and above all, try to ensure human survival. They attempted to seal the openings with bombings, but every one they destroyed gave birth to several more. It was like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. More creatures emerged: the Thylacoleo, a marsupial predator; the Brachiosaurus, whose sheer size disrupted entire ecosystems; and finally, the kings of terror, the T-Rex. A massive attack in Billings, Montana, left over 300 dead. Among these beasts was one unlike any other. It was nicknamed the Dabbah. No one knows exactly what it is, only that it's smarter, more aware, definitely something beyond a simple prehistoric predator. Still, the series doesn't just show horror. It also revealed that not everything from prehistory brings destruction. Creatures like Anomalocaris and Camarasaurus appeared as beneficial predators, helping to control modern plagues. Paradoxically, they were saviors. But even they were turned into meat and spectacle. Humanity did what it does best: exploit, dominate. But above all, we must ask ourselves, what is all this? Hidden phrases, reversed audio, and distorted messages speak of sin, punishment, divine judgment. This is the beginning of a purge. Humanity is being judged for its actions, paying the price for its arrogance. Greed, ego, and the lust for control have made us prey, not just to ancient beasts, but to a natural world that no longer tolerates us, and perhaps to something else, something far beyond what our brilliant yet limited human minds can comprehend. Today, I bring you the first episode of Season 2 of Prehistoric Emergence, an analog horror series created by Azun Studios. Some of you might remember it. We analyzed it quite a while ago. If you haven't seen my breakdown of the first season, don't worry. It's popping up right now in the corner of the screen, and you'll also find the link down in the description. Keep in mind that video is a bit old, and honestly, the summary I just gave you should be more than enough to catch you up, even if you've never heard of this series before. That said, I want to take a moment to thank everyone who responded to the pinned comment in the last video, and for the incredible support you always give me. Remember, if you'd like to be featured in the next video, make sure to reply to the pinned comment where you'll find this question: what's your favorite dinosaur? Without further ado, don't forget to leave your precious like and subscribe to help the channel grow and reach more people. Every like is one more coin to escape poverty. If you're unsure what to comment, just type meow in the comments section and I'll give you a heart in return. Comments are incredibly important and help the video a lot, so don't forget to leave yours. And of course, don't forget to check out my second channel as well. Welcome back to Prehistoric Emergence. Global Prehistoric Affairs Commission. Debrief 2782. Eden Squad. We have confirmed reports of a hostile prehistoric creature in Laurel, Montana. Your objective is to capture the creature alive. Lethal force is authorized only as a last resort. Our analysis suggests the target is located in one of two areas. Eden 1 and Eden 3 will move in to investigate these locations. Eden 2 and Eden 4 will secure the perimeter, ensuring the creature has no means of escape. Good luck, Eden Squad. The first episode of Season 2, titled Beast of the Earth, opens with one of the squad members advancing alone along a desolate, snow-covered path. At one point, he contacts Eden 1 via walkie-talkie, another operative who's been tracking the trail left by their missing teammate, Eden 3. Eden 1 warns him that the threat level of the target is being reassessed in real time. A phrase like that, mid-operation, can only mean one thing. They're not prepared for what they're about to face. And then, the silence breaks. The scene cuts abruptly to Eden 1's point of view as he rushes toward the source of the roar, hoping to intercept the creature. But unfortunately for him, this prehistoric monster, this T-Rex, has already found him first. The beast creeps up behind him without being noticed, displaying a surprising level of intelligence for something of its kind. After all, no creature of that size can move in complete silence, except this one. This specimen is different. The beast of the earth takes him from behind, and there's nothing more anyone can do for him. Following this tragic outcome, the episode shifts to a news bulletin from Azu News. Through the broadcast, we learn that GPAC has officially launched its defense initiative, deploying elite forces specially trained to combat the prehistoric threats now wreaking havoc across the globe. However, while these efforts offer a glimmer of hope, they also expose deep cracks in the system. Personnel is limited, and the costs are extremely high. For now, defensive actions will focus solely on densely populated cities and on what the authorities call priority citizens. And even though GPAC continues working tirelessly to expand its reach, the truth is, for now, everyone else is on their own. Then, the identity of the Tyrannosaurus rex from earlier is revealed. It is known as the Dabbah, Beast of the Earth. We had already talked about this creature in the previous video. In Islam, the Dabbah refers to a being mentioned in the Quran, one of the signs of the Day of Judgment. It's described as a beast that will rise from the earth to speak to humanity, calling out their lack of faith in divine warnings. While the Quran doesn't give specific details about its form, various interpretations describe it as an extraordinary creature destined to appear near the end of times. The use of that name is no coincidence. Its appearance is not just a physical threat, it's a symbolic message, as if humanity itself were being judged for its sins. The Dabbah isn't just a special T-Rex, it's a harbinger of the end, a creature with awareness, or perhaps even a prophetic purpose. This being has begun to wreak havoc on a large scale, spreading chaos and panic among the population. With the situation on the verge of spiraling out of control, GPAC was forced to deploy specialized personnel in an attempt to neutralize the threat. During the mission, 2 agents were reported dead, but the dinosaur was ultimately confirmed to be successfully captured. There was one detail during this segment that really caught my attention. If you look closely at the text near the bottom of the screen, it mentions that the Dabbah appears to evolve over time. And that got me thinking, could the Dabbah be undergoing a terrifying evolution just like Shin Godzilla? Considering how much Azun Studios has improved visually since the earlier episodes, that would definitely be something spectacular to witness. With the Dabbah threat seemingly resolved, the Quetzalcoatlus and its closest relatives have now become the top priority due to their dangerously fast migration across the Western Hemisphere. Although GPAC claims to have eliminated over 19,000 specimens, the bad news overwhelmingly outweighs the good. 987 soldiers dead in just 1 week, over $1 billion spent, economic projections surpassing $1 trillion, emergency tariffs, and still, the population of these creatures continues to grow. They reproduce faster than they can be exterminated, not to mention the skyrocketing inflation and tax exemptions for the elites. Experts are now openly admitting it. This war could drag on for years. Even within the organization, doubts are beginning to surface about whether brute force is truly the right answer to this crisis. Meanwhile, despite GPEC declaring cities like Washington and Pittsburgh threat-free, residents continue to report sightings.
That's right. I'm standing here in sunny Buffalo, New York, and as of yet, no news on the elusive Pterosaurus. I've spoken to many locals and still have no reports to substantiate that they've migrated this far north. I'll update you as I get more information. Back to you. Leave the camera. Go, go, go!
After this new disruption, the episode takes us to an emergency news broadcast. The entire east coast of the United States has been placed under maximum alert due to an invasion of Azhdarchids, a family of pterosaurs from the late Cretaceous that are now wreaking havoc in our world, a family to which, of course, the Quetzalcoatlus belongs. Despite the deployment of military reinforcements, the creatures are outnumbering and overpowering GPEC units. Most alarming of all, this new species appears to be even more resilient than the Quetzalcoatlus. Their larger body mass allows them to withstand heavy gunfire that would be lethal to other creatures. According to experts, these pterosaurs were first detected in Romania, where they managed to evade human detection systems. However, what remains a complete mystery is their sudden mass migration to the US East Coast. There's no clear natural explanation for this movement, though some researchers are already proposing a disturbing theory. This exodus is directly linked to the open war against the Quetzalcoatlus, as if nature itself were striking back. Meanwhile, the Toronto Zoo has been shut down indefinitely and is now under investigation due to growing safety concerns. One of the zookeepers, whose identity remains unknown, was fired after intentionally releasing Oompy Jr., claiming he just wanted to save him. This act triggered an intense search operation to locate the animal. At the same time, an outbreak of illness has been reported among zoo staff, resulting in several employees being hospitalized. The exact nature of the condition remains unknown, but the most shocking development comes from a recent statement by one of the caretakers, who now claims that Oompy Jr.'s father, was never actually infected with tuberculosis, as we were told back in Season 1. According to his testimony, the diagnosis was allegedly fabricated by the zoo's shareholders in an effort to cover up the real cause of death, and thus prevent the facility from being shut down. This revelation has reignited theories suggesting a direct connection between the mysterious illness affecting the staff and Oompy's untimely death. In other headlines, a prehistoric insect known as Meganeura has been spotted in France, a giant dragonfly species with a wingspan of over 2 feet. While its diet consists mostly of frogs, spiders, and even other dragonflies, and it poses no direct threat to humans unless provoked. Just take a look at this thing. I think anyone would run the other way just seeing one from a distance, but beyond the fear they inspire, their actual impact has been devastating. The Meganeura infestation has wiped out large-scale crops, triggering a crisis in France's agricultural sector. This, in turn, has directly affected tourism, whose dramatic decline is now pushing the country toward a serious economic catastrophe. In response, GPEC has released a statement announcing the deployment of special forces equipped with an experimental pesticide specifically engineered to eliminate insects of this size. However, the secrecy surrounding both the ingredients of the compound and its potential side effects has sparked significant public concern, fueling skepticism about the transparency and safety of the entire operation. We now turn to Brazil, where a tragic incident has been reported. Camila Nascimento, a 25-year-old woman, was found dead, her body bearing multiple wounds consistent with bite marks. According to authorities, the victim had been searching for her missing cat when she was attacked. What's most unsettling is that the entire incident was captured by the security cameras at her home. Here's the footage.
retrieve.
What you just saw on screen is a Smilodon, or as many of you might know it, a saber-toothed tiger. This predator can weigh up to 400 pounds and reach speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. Its combination of raw strength and ambush tactics makes it one of the deadliest prehistoric creatures to have re-emerged so far. Across Brazil, massive holes have begun appearing in populated areas, from which these prehistoric felines are emerging, turning vast regions into their hunting grounds. GPAC continues to patrol major cities, carrying out its mission to protect civilians. However, rural and sparsely populated areas remain dangerously exposed, leaving many communities completely vulnerable. The situation is further complicated by the actions of criminal cartels, who have taken advantage of the chaos to flood the black market with weapons and tighten their territorial grip. For many of the most vulnerable, turning to the cartels has become the only viable means of survival. Meanwhile, it has been confirmed that the number of openings has increased exponentially since the last broadcast, displacing an alarming number of people. Although GPAC had pledged to relocate residents living near these zones, budget cuts have made that promise impossible to fulfill. Additionally, a direct link has now been established between underwater openings and the rising water levels, critically increasing the risk of flooding in coastal regions. Despite the severity of the situation, the broadcast ends on a note of hope. History has shown that humanity knows how to adapt, and it will do so once again. Finally, we meet Dr. Adrian Hallowey, the man in charge of documenting every discovery related to the Dabbah, now held in custody. According to his own account, he was never told the exact purpose behind the study of these prehistoric creatures. He was simply instructed not to ask questions. Even so, he and his team were transferred to a classified facility in the United States known as Paradise Ranch, a complex where live specimens such as the Quetzalcoatlus and the Smilodon are being held captive. His main task, to study the Dabbah, which he describes as a true scientific marvel. On the very first day of observation, Dr. Hallowey notes that the fleshy pads on the creature's feet absorb impact far more efficiently than those of a common T-Rex. The specimen weighs approximately 16,734 pounds and stands 12.5 feet tall at the hip. Hair, tissue, and blood samples have been collected for future analysis. However, the doctor soon begins to notice something unusual. The Dabbah shows signs of restlessness, as if it hasn't yet adjusted to its surroundings. Because of this, he considers requesting a delay of 1 or 2 days before conducting further tests. Jumping ahead to day 9, Dr. Hallowey is left stunned. Despite its massive size, the creature is still an infant. It's still growing. And the most unsettling part? Since its arrival, no one has seen it sleep. According to the report, soldiers were able to sedate it with a 7.6 milligram dose of carfentanil, an extremely powerful tranquilizer, which made its transport to the facility possible. But things quickly begin to take a disturbing turn. Dr. Hallowey starts noticing inexplicable malfunctions in the equipment, monitors flickering, lights failing without reason, and repeated interruptions in the backup power supply. Tensions among the staff begin to rise. Then, something deeply unsettling happens. As he watches the creature through the monitor, the Dabbah slowly lifts its head and stares directly into the camera, as if it knows it's being watched, as if it knows exactly who is watching. What happens next will chill you to the bone. This thing is not a dinosaur.
Is it? Looking at me?
And if you thought the video was over, you were very wrong. Hidden in the description of this episode is a direct link to a secret piece of content. Once accessed, we hear the following message.
From the dawn of your trembling ascent, when you first clawed fire from the dark, we laid the beasts before you. Creatures of ancient flesh hidden in the earth's folds. We let them walk amongst you. Let them remind you of your smallness. We watched. And how did you greet them? With awe? With reverence? No. With stone and spear. You hunted them, carved them apart, wore their hides like stolen power. You did not kneel in deference to what had come before you. No, you slaughtered what we set upon your land. You were not meant to conquer the wild. You were meant to live within it. But instead, you grew into the sickness of dominion. The species that believes survival is its right and not its trial. But you are not without hope. There is one among you now, a witness. It has come from the abyss to which all things must return. A child, new and unstained, a vessel of pure sight. It will walk among you, see you as you are, not as you pretend to be. It will taste your kindness and your cruelty, weigh your greed against your mercy. It will see the hands that build and the hands that destroy. And when its time is done, it will return to us. It will tell us what it has seen. And we will decide.
What we just heard is a solemn monologue, almost divine in tone, that seems to come from a higher entity, something that has been watching humanity since the dawn of time. We were never alone. From our very first steps as a species, we were already being observed, and that we were not alone by chance. These prehistoric creatures now returning are not random biological accidents. They were placed here, sent to coexist with us, or to test us. But humanity failed from day one. Instead of admiring them, respecting them, or learning from them, we turned them into prey. We hunted them, tore them apart, and wrapped ourselves in their skin. We did not revere them, we dominated them. And that, according to this voice, was our greatest sin, believing ourselves superior. Forgetting that before we became rulers of the planet, we were merely a part of it. The most disturbing part of the message isn't the accusation, it's what comes next. Because despite everything, we are not yet condemned. According to this entity, there is still a chance. That chance comes in the form of a witness, a pure creature, newly arrived, untouched by history or bias, an innocent being who will walk among us, observing with unclouded eyes, to see who we truly are when no one is watching. And if you've been paying attention, you already know who that witness is. The Dabbah, an infant, a conscious being, one who watches, one who listens, one who analyzes. This witness records our actions, measuring our cruelty against our compassion, and when its time among us ends, It will return to wherever it came from and deliver its judgment. Only then will they decide. Who are they? We don't know. They might be gods. That's the most likely answer. They might be nature itself, or perhaps something we've yet to understand. But what's certain is this. This isn't just a story about dinosaurs or extinct creatures. It's a story about us, and whether or not we deserve to keep existing. Alright, that's all for today. This return didn't just raise the bar visually and narratively, it also added a whole new layer of symbolism and mystery to a story that's slowly becoming something far bigger than it first appeared. That said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love reading them. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to support this one as much as possible and share it with as many people as you can. As soon as new episodes of Prehistoric Emergence come out, you'll find a full breakdown and analysis right here on the channel. Also, make sure to follow me on my other social media platforms where I post exclusive short-form content you won't find on YouTube. And most importantly, a huge shout out to all the channel members. Seriously, thank you so much. If you'd like to become a member, just click the join button next to the subscribe button to unlock tons of perks and exclusive emojis while supporting me. If you're interested, join in. I'll be forever grateful. And remember, this video was made by a cat, and cats can't talk. Thanks for watching. Take care and see you soon.